Welcome to Coin Explorer. In today's video, we're taking a closer and more thoughtful look at a 1982 United States quarter dollar. A coin that at first glance may seem ordinary, but carries a story that stretches far beyond its simple appearance. Many people have handled coins like this without giving them a second thought, yet collectors understand that even common-looking pieces can hold fascinating details. This particular 1982 quarter invites us to slow down and observe every feature carefully, from its worn surfaces to the subtle marks left by time. As we explore it together, you'll begin to see why coins like this continue to attract attention from collectors around the world. The goal here is not to rush, but to appreciate the craftsmanship and history behind it. Every scratch, every faded line, and every design element has something to say. By the end of this video, you may never look at a simple quarter the same way again. Stay with me as we uncover what makes this coin worth discussing in detail. The 1982 quarter belongs to a long-running series that has been part of everyday American life for decades. It represents continuity, as well as subtle changes in minting practices over time. While millions of these coins were produced, not all of them are identical in condition or detail. Some were struck with sharper features, while others show signs of wear from circulation. This variation is exactly what draws collectors in, because each coin becomes unique in its own way. When you hold a 1982 quarter, you are holding a small piece of history that has likely passed through countless hands. It may have been used in stores, saved in jars, or even forgotten in drawers for years. The journey of each coin adds to its character. That's what makes examining it so interesting. Looking at the front of the coin, you will notice the familiar portrait of George Washington, facing left. The design has remained largely unchanged for many years, making it instantly recognizable. However, the level of detail can vary depending on how well the coin was preserved. On this 1982 example, you might notice softening in the hair details and slight wear along the edges. These signs tell a story of use and movement through time. The words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" are still visible, but they may not be as sharp as they once were. This is completely normal for coins that have circulated. Instead of reducing its appeal, this wear adds a sense of authenticity. It reminds us that this coin was part of real transactions in everyday life.
Turning the coin over, the reverse side features the iconic eagle design, a symbol of strength and unity. The eagle holds arrows and an olive branch, representing both power and peace. Even with some wear, this design remains impressive and meaningful. On many 1982 quarters, the fine details in the feathers may appear slightly flattened, especially on coins that have been heavily used. However, in better preserved examples, these details can still be seen clearly. The words "United States of America" and "quarter dollar" frame the design, completing the overall look. This combination of imagery and text gives the coin a balanced and classic appearance. It's a design that has stood the test of time. One important aspect to understand about the 1982 quarter is its production context. During this period, the United States Mint was focusing on efficiency and large-scale production. As a result, certain coins from this year may show slight differences in strike quality. Some may have weaker details, while others appear more defined. These variations are subtle, but collectors pay close attention to them. A coin with sharper details and fewer marks is generally considered more desirable. This is why condition plays such a crucial role in determining interest and value. Even a small difference in quality can make a noticeable impact. Another factor that makes coins like this interesting is the presence of mint marks. The 1982 quarter was produced at different mint locations, and each location used a small letter to identify its coins. These marks can be found near the portrait on the front side. While they may seem insignificant, they help collectors identify where the coin was made. Some mint marks are more common than others, depending on production numbers. This adds another layer of detail for those who enjoy studying coins closely. It's like a small signature left behind by the mint itself. Condition is often the most discussed topic when it comes to coins like the 1982 quarter. A coin that has been heavily circulated will show scratches, dullness, and loss of detail. On the other hand, a coin that has been carefully preserved may still have a bright surface and crisp design. These differences can be quite striking when compared side by side.
Collectors often look for coins that appear as close as possible to their original state. However, even worn coins have their own appeal. They reflect real use and carry a sense of history that untouched coins may not have.
It's also worth noting that small imperfections can sometimes make a coin more interesting. Minor variations in the minting process can result in unique characteristics. These might include slight misalignments, unusual textures, or differences in lettering. While not all imperfections are valuable, they can still attract attention. Collectors enjoy discovering these details because they add individuality to each piece. In a world where millions of coins are produced, finding something slightly different can be exciting. It turns an ordinary coin into something worth examining more closely. Over the years, coins like the 1982 quarter have gained attention not just for their design, but for their potential value in certain conditions. While most examples remain modest in value, there are rare cases where exceptional pieces stand out. These are usually coins that have been preserved in near-perfect condition or display unique characteristics. Such coins can attract significant interest from collectors and investors. However, it's important to understand that these cases are not typical. They represent the upper end of what is possible, rather than the average outcome. There have been discussions in the collecting world about how certain coins, under very specific circumstances, can reach extremely high valuations at major auctions. In rare and exceptional situations, a coin like the 1982 quarter could be associated with valuations reaching into extraordinary ranges, sometimes even described in figures as high as $180 million. These figures are often tied to hypothetical scenarios involving perfect condition, historical significance, and intense collector demand. It's not a standard expectation, but rather an illustration of how far the market can go under unique conditions. This perspective helps highlight the importance of rarity and preservation. For everyday collectors, the real value often lies in the experience of discovery. Finding a coin like this in your collection or even in circulation can be exciting. It encourages you to take a closer look and learn more about what you have. You might start noticing details that you never paid attention to before. This process of observation and learning is what makes coin collecting so engaging. It turns a simple object into a subject of curiosity and appreciation. Storage and handling also play a big role in maintaining a coin's condition. Coins that are kept in protective holders tend to age more gracefully. They are less likely to develop scratches or discoloration. On the other hand, coins that are frequently handled may show more signs of wear. This is something to keep in mind if you plan to build a collection. Taking care of your coins can make a noticeable difference over time. It helps preserve their appearance and keeps their details intact. The 1982 quarter may not be the oldest coin, but it still holds a place in the broader history of American currency. It represents a specific moment in time, reflecting the design choices and production methods of that era. By studying it, you gain insight into how coins have evolved over the years. This makes it more than just a piece of metal. It becomes a small window into the past. That's part of what makes coin collecting so rewarding. As you continue to explore coins like this, you'll start to develop your own sense of what makes a coin interesting. Some people focus on condition, while others look for unique features or historical context. There is no single right way to approach it. The key is to stay curious and keep learning. Each coin you examine adds to your understanding and appreciation. Over time, even the smallest details can become meaningful. So the next time you come across a 1982 quarter, take a moment to really look at it. Notice the design, the wear, and the small details that make it unique. It may seem like an ordinary coin, but it carries a story that is worth exploring. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, coins like this offer endless opportunities for discovery. Keep observing, keep learning, and you might be surprised by what you find.